Which is lovely people of the internet. My name is Ferdinand, and today with me here.
My name is Isaac. I'm here to support my brother today.
Alright, so welcome, Mr. Isaac. And today we'll be talking about networking. So that's just the main reason for us being here. And then I would like to know what's your own understanding about networking?
Or is it networking we are talking about? Are we talking about the art of INWI or Matter Telecom, or what are we talking about?
Networking with people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think networking with people, as in terms of academia, or let's say in general, as in the aspect of career perspective, it's like building connection and then maintaining professional relations with people. I think this is a good way to have what you call like a backup plan, or let's say to know what you really want to do in life. As in, it helps you to gain more knowledge from people who are already experienced in the field or wherever they're coming from. So networking is basically like getting the necessary information you need, building connection, be it like mutual or like having the relationship with someone to help you in terms of your career aspect.
So networking basically having connection with people to walk you through life. So like you said, then what are some of the strategies that you use for your effective networking?
Well, when we talk about the strategies to gain effective networking, I think one should be authentic and then also be like, you should be genuine, right? And at the same time, if you want to network with people, you have to offer a value. If you offer a value to seek for help, it becomes so easy for you. Because no one would like to link with someone with no value, right? So if you are adding value or you offer value to whatever you are doing or like what you are doing, it makes it easy for people to network with you. Let's say that I meet you like, hi Ferdinand, and start a conversation. Who are you? Be like, I'm just a student. As a student, what do you offer? Like, what is the value you add to yourself? So it's very, very important it's a key strategy. And then also like one should attend events, conferences, online seminars and stuff. It's a way to have network. It's a good strategy for this to happen. Yeah.
So if I got you clearly, we should try to attend events.
Exactly.
And also when you attend the event, you should have something to give out.
Exactly.
You should have something to
like you should try to share ideas during events and stuff. So people will be like, oh, this guy was very, very impactful. Like he said something sensible. That's what people are looking up to. It's not just like you going to the event and then taking pictures, go to LinkedIn, go and yab over there. That's not the issue. But then when you go to the events, like you have to show who you are. You have to let people know that, oh, this is what I can offer. That's the most important thing. Yeah.
So we also have people that have the fear of networking. Then how do such a person overcome such fear?
Well, I think to overcome the fear of networking, one has to be prepared. Like I said, if you are going for events, you have to be prepared with questions. If you know that we are going to talk about innovations, or we are going to talk about technologies or AI, you have to search for questions that's about AI, right? So it gives you the energy when you know that you are well prepared about the question or the topic that you are going to face for events or seminars. So when you go and then you are asking these questions, you may not have this, you may not make any mistakes. Like it comes direct. So it makes it like, oh, this guy knows what he's saying. So at that moment, you become like someone who is getting better, whatever you are doing. Yeah.
So we should always get prepared.
Well prepared before going for seminars or meetings. Yeah.
Okay. Then, like you are talking about preparation, what are some of the conversation starters that you also think people can embed into their conversations?
Well, I think one should be like, if you are going for events, one thing you should know about, like you should have it in mind, is that you are going to meet people from different backgrounds, no matter where they are coming from. So with this, you can say that, oh, like what brought you to this event? You get it? What brought you to this event? What projects are you currently working on, right? And then what motivates you? You see, it's such a casual conversation. And with this, you get along with whoever you meet during these events. I think it's the best way to start such conversations.
And then you see sometimes when you meet someone, like let's say I meet you at an event, then we just spoke on the spot. Okay, at that point when I'm speaking with you, I have something to say. But then after we have spoken, they maybe have taken your number or your WhatsApp or maybe your email address, maybe your LinkedIn. Then when I go, sometimes it's very difficult to strike a conversation with the person again.
Yeah.
So I would also like to know what are some of the best ways to follow up after meeting someone at an event?
Well, one of my strategies I use is that, most people know that I'm into photography and stuff.
Yeah.
So what I do is that I try to take pictures of people and then get them all like edited or modified, and I'll send it to them after the event. I'll search for their emails, like on LinkedIn, I'll connect with them, right? And then send them Mr. So this is these are the pictures that I took of you during the event, and I would like to stay in touch with you in case of any opportunities. And then also sometimes try to send like a personalized thank you message to people you met for events. Even if like you had their numbers, you send them messages after the event. Oh, thank you very much, you're so nice and stuff. I wish you stay in touch and then have conversation about the future, things the future holds for us and those things. It's a very good way to stay in contact with people and also at the same time have good connection with them. Yeah.
So we also have people that are naturally they are just introverts. Okay. So with such people, they find it difficult to converse with people. So how do such people succeed in networking situations?
Well, for introverts, I feel like one good way to overcome such situations is to have one-on-one conversation. Because in this world, let me tell you, if you go to LinkedIn, you may be surprised. You may feel like you're not doing anything for yourself. So what do? You have to make sure that you put out something there that people know that, this guy is doing much for. Like him or yourself. So it's like you focus on conversation with people. This is who I am. Try to work on yourself. And when you are working on yourself, I think it's a good way to help you. Yeah.
So we should just try to work on ourselves.
Exactly. Focus on one-on-one conversations, and then let's say you prepare talking points. You meet someone, you're going to ask the person about AI. What is AI? The person will explain to you and stuff. So what are some of the fields that AI can be applied? This is what you call talking points. Yeah.
I think it also boils down to
Exactly.
Yeah. And then, so what are some of the mistakes that people generally make when it comes to networking? And then how do you think we can avoid that? Or we can avoid them actually?
Or mistakes people make networking?
Yeah.
I would say not following up initial connections. Let's say you met someone at an event and then you send a person message, let's stay in contact. And then for 6 months later, there hasn't been any conversation between people. You are losing that link. You are losing that bond. So you should follow up initial conversation, and also you should try as much as possible to be remind yourself I met this person during this event. And then I think for me what I do is that when I go to events, I go on my phone, take my phone, and then the notes I write this event, people I connected with, I put their names there. So I know that if I'm going to this field, and then I know I went to this event and then I met these people in the same field, I'll contact them and be like, I am doing this and that, can you give me advice? So it's like we are following up on the initial contact that you made already. Yeah.
And then this is just a personal question, and then I would like to ask, can you share a personal story where networking has impacted your life? Any story you would like to share?
Well, I think networking has currently is, Ghana, we say something like whom you know. Yeah, it's really helping this generation, because if you don't know someone, you may find yourself wanting or you need something. So networking has helped me a lot in the sense that there are places that I wouldn't have gone, but then because of networking, it has helped me a lot, entering places, having opportunities. And the last time was there, someone called me, I have a connection for you. There's this way somebody, can you do it at this embassy? It's because of networking, then we did everything, and then so it's a big opportunity when it comes to talking about networking. Frankly speaking, if you don't know anyone, you are going to suffer. I would like to.
So who you know?
Yeah, who you know is very ways. Yeah. Even in Morocco here, it's not just in
it's not
Ghana.
only
Yeah.
And then lastly, our last question before we go. how do someone handle rejection or let's say lack of response in networking? Because sometimes you try to connect with the person, but then you see that the person is not really giving like positive response. How do you handle such rejection or let's say insufficient response?
Well, one thing I would say is that we shouldn't take things too personal, right? And then also, like, people are busy. I don't like, you see these businessmen, they are so busy. So, there was one time I was one businessman and then he was replying email messages. And I felt so sorry for him. He has a lot of messages to reply. So imagine that he sent me messages, don't mind you. You shouldn't take it so personal. Like, you should be calm and stuff. But then also, I feel like rejection is part of life. Yeah. Even in our relationship, in everything, is part of life. So it's something that you should focus mostly on relationship that they do respond. And then, when I'm talking about relationship, it doesn't mean like relationship as a boy girlfriend. But like, if I text Ferdinand and Ferdinand gives me a reply, it's like, it's willing to help. So that one is much better. And then also, don't give up. If you send an email and then it's not coming, yeah, try again. Try again. Yeah.
So it was a nice session with you. I really learned a lot.
Thank you.
I'm really happy to have you once again.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're also welcome.
See you soon.
See you soon.
See you again.
See you.